Let's set up deployment for a plugin to a site hosted on SiteGround. And for this example, I'm going to use a plugin called Cool Plugin that I have on GitHub. So I'm going to create a new project in Branch by picking that repository. And then once the project is created, we need to connect Branch to SiteGround using the SSH key for the project. So if we go into the settings page and then click only show the key, and then we can copy the key here like this. And in SiteGround, if we go to the dev section for a site, SSH keys manager, and then import, give the key a name, and paste the key. The key is added, and now Branch is able to connect to SiteGround using SSH. So back in Branch, we can add our steps to deploy. So for this plugin, there's no build step, so we'll just go straight ahead and add the recipe for deploying to SiteGround using rsync. So this is how the command look. There is a few placeholders here that we need to replace with the actual values. So first of all, we need our SSH username. So we can grab that in SiteGround as well by copy the username, pasting it in here. And we also need the host name. We can copy that here as well. And then finally, we need to provide the path to where we want to deploy. So on SiteGround, it usually is home, customer, www, and then the URL of the site. So in my case, that's Peters 26. And then I'll just double check sghost.com. sghost.com, and then the path to where to deploy. So inside the root of this folder, there is a folder called public HTML, and that's the path to WordPress. So if you only had WordPress in your repository, this is the folder you're deployed to. But in my case, we need the files to go to WP content plugins. So we can hit save on that and try to run our first build. This is going to take a little while to run, maybe like a minute or so. So I'm just going to fast forward to that. So it looks like our build is finished now. So if we head into the site on SiteGround to the plugins page and we refresh the page, then hopefully our cool plugin shows up, and it does. So this is how easy it is to automate the deployment of a plugin or a theme or a whole WordPress site with Branch. And the cool thing is that now every time we push to Git, these steps will be executed for us automatically. And if you only want it to be run for certain branches, toggling the advanced options here, you can specify which branch you only want to run this command for. But yeah, that's all I wanted to show in this video. If you have any questions about this, feel free to hit the little chat icon here and I'll be right with you. Thanks a lot.